Hello, welcome everyone once again to Bodhi Surf Yoga. We're now moving forward to the second session in Bodhi Session Suite. So what we're going to do is we're going to take what we know already and we're going to add from there. Normally in this sequence there's a krama. Krama means order. Order means that we start with a few stretches, in our case it means that, and then we move into the warm-up, sun salutation, etc. Standing positions, and then we move into sitting positions and we close the practice. So what we do is that we add or we modify to increase the intensity of the practice day by day. Today we're going to add more twisting and more complex postures. So let's begin. And the way we're going to begin today, it's seated on Sukhasana. You're going to sit down with the back straight, shoulder blades back, close your eyes, and release your hands on your legs. And we're going to pay attention to the breath. Deep inhaling. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. And I like to call this a moment of transition. A moment to bring the attention and the awareness here. One of the things we practice, even in postural yoga, is as we move with the softness or with the slow breath, we start paying attention where is our attention. What are we thinking? Where are we focusing the attention? And where should we focus the attention? The idea of the practice, other than work on the body, is to train the mind. Using the slow breath and the movement and holding postures, we teach the mind to be here, to bring the awareness and the attention into this place, into this moment. The past can bring a lot of regret, sadness. So we don't want the mind in the past. The future, there's too much uncertainty. It can bring anxiety. It can bring fear. So all we can do, the only thing in our control, is to stay with our mind in the present. The attention on the present moment. One moment at a time. Allow the breath to create a sensation of calmness, of quietness, of equanimity. And try to memorize the pace of the breath, slow and rhythmic, so you can continue with that through the rest of the practice. And then from here, slowly, we're going to open up the eyes. We're going to release the posture. Today we're going to begin in cow pose, Balasana. So, go ahead and open your knees and bring the feet together. The knees hopefully in line with the mat. And then you're going to bring the hips back. Maybe put a bolster under the in front of the forehead, or maybe just the forehead resting down on the floor. And we're going to remain here for a few breaths. Keep extending the arms forward, reaching forward with the arms. Relax. Breathe into your lower back Breathe into your shoulder area. Relax the upper back. Allow the chest to fall down slowly. And from here, we're going to lift the head a little bit. And we're going to start walking the hands towards the right side, creating a nice stretch on the left side of the body. The left hand is going to be on top of the right hand, and we're going to release the head down and hold it here. Take one more breath. And now come back to center. And let's walk the opposite way. So we start walking towards the left. And we bring the right hand on top of the left hand. And we rest the head down. One more breath. Then come back to center. And from here, press the hands down to the floor, press the knees, and come up to table pose. Check the alignment as usual. Keep the back flat, and we're gonna move the spine. So as we inhale, drop the shoulder blades, gaze all the way up, curve the spine. As you exhale, draw the belly in, tuck the chin in. Inhaling up. Exhale, opposite. Inhaling up. Exhale, opposite. Last time, inhaling up. Exhale, move opposite way. And then come back with your back flat. From here, we're going to extend the right leg back. The toes pointing to the floor. And inhale, take the right leg up. Keep the hip neutral, keep the back leg strong. You can hold it here, or if you want to create some balance, take the left arm up. One last breath. As we exhale, we take the left hand and the right knee down to the floor. Second side, extend the left leg, keep it strong, lift it, and if you want to take the right arm up and hold it here. Try to keep the shoulder in line with the hand. Both the right arm and the left leg, keep it strong and extended. Last breath. Exhale, you're going to take the knee and the hand down. And then you're going to take the right foot between the hands. You're going to curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. And start walking that foot all the way back. Then drop the back knee down to the floor. Release the back toes. And inhale. Take the arms up. Come into low lunge. Hold it here. Keep sinking the tailbone down and extending the arms up. Try to keep the elbows extended, arms in line with the ears. The front of the body, make it long. One last breath. And as we exhale, we're going to take the hands down onto the floor. Now you're going to need a block maybe for the next posture, a gentle twist. Maybe you can bring just your left hand down to the floor. We're going to curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. Keep drawing the tailbone towards the back heel and twist from the base of the spine all the way to the right side. And inhale. Exhale. Try to keep dropping that left hip down. Sinking the tailbone down, extending the spine, rolling the chest up to the roof. And as we exhale, we're gonna take the hand down to the floor, knee down on the floor, and we're gonna switch. So go back to table pose and bring the left foot right between the hands. Roll the back toes under, start walking the feet back as far as you can, and then drop the back knee down to the floor, release the back toe. And with the next inhale, take the arms up. And as we say yesterday, keep smiling on the pose. Lifting from the belly up to the forehead, extending the arms. And from the belly down, you're grounding yourself as low as you can down to the floor. One last breath. And then as you exhale, take the hands down on the floor. Take the block. Put the block right next to the front foot. Curl the back toes under. Try to keep the hip neutral and move from the base of the spine, rotating, but try to keep that front knee in, hugging a middle line with your legs. And inhale, take the left arm up and fold it here. One of the tendencies would be for the back heel to stick all the way out, so try to keep pressing the ball of the back foot and bringing the heel in as you twist from the spine. Last breath. As we exhale, we're going to take the hand down on the floor, move the block to the side, and step into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now this will be the first down dog, so go ahead and bend both of your knees and bring the chest all the way to the thigh. Stick the tailbone out. And as you exhale, try to extend the knees. Let's repeat again. Bend the knees, root the fingertips into the floor, keep the arms long and strong, chest up to the thighs. Exhale, extend. Last one. Bend the knees. Bring the chest to the thighs. Exhale, extend. And then slowly start walking your feet between your hands. Take the time. Come to the front. Stay right here in your forward bend in Uttanasana. And we're going to take Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, extend the spine, lengthening the spine, gaze to the front. Exhale, release. Bend the knees a little bit. Keep the back straight, the head in line with the rest of the spine. Inhale, slowly coming up. And let's move into Namaste. So again, you can separate your feet a distance apart, or you can bring the big toes together. Spread the rest of your toes. Feel yourself grounded into the floor. Ground the toes, and then ground the heels. Tailbone down. Sit the belly up and elongate the spine. Open up the chest, arms to the sides. And let's begin with a few rounds of Surya Namaskar 8. Inhale, arms up. Option to stay with the hands, palms facing each other, or bring the hands together, look at your thumb. As we exhale, come all the way down. Maybe fingertips on the floor, maybe hands flat. Inhale, halfway lift. If you're not reaching the floor, you can touch your legs, or you can only come up to the fingertips. As you exhale, you're going to step with the feet back. We're coming into plank pose, and this time we're coming come and put the knees only on the floor. Keep the belly strong, don't drop the belly. Keep the belly aligned with the back of the legs. Shoulder blades back, and as we exhale, we're going to bend the elbows, and slowly we're going to bring the chest down. Release the back toes. Inhale, lifting up to cobra pose. Exhale, drop the chest down. Curl the back toes under. Step into your down dog. And from here, using small steps, we're gonna walk the feet back between the hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, rest. Inhale, back straight, come all the way back up. Maybe bring the hands together, look at your toes. Exhale, Namaste. We repeat 2 more times. This time you can repeat the previous, or we can move forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, step into plank. And if it feels good for you, full chaturanga. Inhale, roll the toes, up dog. Exhale, roll the toes, down dog. Hold it here for a moment. Try to relax the neck, gazing at the belt. And now this time, see if you can step with the right foot between the hands, followed by your left foot. Inhale again, lengthening the spine, gaze up. Exhale, come on the forefoot. Inhale, take the arms up. Namaste. Last time, whatever variation feels good. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, walk into plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, press the front of the feet, shoulder blades back, lift up, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now step this time with the left foot between the hips and now the right foot. Halfway lift, inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Namaste. Second variation, we're going to start building Surya Namaskar B. This time today, we're going to start with the feet separate, hip distance apart. Inhale, we're going to come into chair pose, Utkatasana. And as we exhale, we're going to flow the hands back down into the floor. Maybe hands flat, maybe fingertips on the floor. Inhale, lengthening the spine again, look up. Exhale, step only with the left foot back. And bring that foot as far as you can all the way back. Bring the toes in, heel out, and keep pressing the outer edge of the back heel down to the floor, bending the knees, the front knee in a 90-degree angle. Come on up. Take the hands into your hips and turn the hips up to the front. Okay. Internally rotate that back thigh and then keep the back leg straight. And from here, bend the front knee, take the arms up. And breathe here. As we exhale, we're just gonna open up the arms into a bit of adjustment here. Arms to the side. You can move the feet back, and if you need to move that feet parallel because you feel more comfortable doing that, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you're gonna hold it here, bend the front knee. And from here, we're gonna take Parasvakonasana. So variation number 1, as we did yesterday, the elbow is going to go on the thigh. And inhaling, we're going to bring the left hand forward. And what we want to do is a nice extension between the back heel and the fingertips. Variation number 2. Today, we can use the block too. Fingertips on the block and extend the left side. Now the neck and the eyes. You can look to the front if that feels comfortable. Or look at the palm of your hand. This is called drishti, how you guide your attention. Now inhale, come back into Virabhadrasana 2. Now as you exhale, turn around, move the block to the side, and step into downward facing. Let's do the second side. Okay. Step with the left foot forward. Drop the back heel down on the floor. Keep grounding the feet down to the floor and slowly come on up. And turn the hips up to the front. Turn the chest up to the front. Keep the internal rotation of the back thigh. And inhale, arms up. Keep lengthening the arms. The tendency is for people to bend the elbows. So you want to keep the elbows straight, arms strong. But then you bring the shoulder blades down so you relax the neck. From here, open up the arms. Virabhadrasana 2. So try to keep both arms in the same line. The torso is right on the center, and keep bending from the hips all the way down. Now let's move into Parsvakonasana. Again, remember the variation. You can bring elbow on the thigh, or you can bring the hand on the block and extend the opposite arm forward. Keep drawing the shoulder blades back, lengthening the outer side of the right side, reaching forward with the fingertips. Now inhale, come back into Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, turn the feet, turn the hips, and step back into down dog. And let's walk the feet back between the hands. Back into Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, rest. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knee, arm, Namaste. Very good. From here, we're going to go back into Padangustasana. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Hinge at the hips and slowly come all the way down. Try to keep the legs straight without pushing too much pressure on the back of the knees. If you need to micro bend the knees, which is something I do to protect my knees, do so. Try to bring the hips in line with the heels and spread the sit bones. Grab the big toes using the first 3 fingers. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, back. And hold it here. Breathing deeply, inhaling. Exhaling. Try to bring the shoulder blades together and try to lengthen in that curve, that natural curve that is going to come on your back. From here, inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, take the hands on the hips. Keep the back straight. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, step with the feet back together, Namaste. And we're going to move into Trikonasana. So step with the left foot back. And this time we're not going to open as much as we did in Virabhadrasana 2. We just want to like one leg distance apart. Go ahead and look for the block. Today we're going to use the block and we're going to use it tall. So you're going to put the block on the outside of the right hand. Heel to heel alignment unless you have stability, lack of stability. If you do, move your left foot forward. Otherwise, keep both legs strong. Lift up the kneecaps and engage the muscles on the quadriceps. Take the arms up. Hinge at the hip. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, the right hand comes down. Come with the left hand right now in line in the hip And try to bring that chest in line with the hip. Roll the shoulder blades back and lift up the left arm. You can gaze to the front, or you can look at your thumb and hold the hip. Deep breathing. One more breath. Now look down, not to lose the balance. Travel with your block. Inhale, coming up. And we're going to turn the feet to the second side. Turn your feet to the second side. Move the block to the left. Do the same. Ground the feet down to the floor. Keep the legs strong. Extend the arms. Start reaching forward with the left hand and take the left hand down on the block. Right hand on your hip. Make sure you're aligning the hip and the chest at in the same line, and start turning the chest up. Inhale, right arm up. And try to relax the ribs this time in the right side so you can avoid that curve that it's going to happen probably in Trikonasana. You want to keep the torso straight. Hold it there. Deep breathing. And smile in the pose. Relax in the pose. And now look down. Inhale. Keep the foundation strong coming up. Exhale. Let's bring the feet parallel. Now we're not going to need the block right now, but we are going to need the strap. We're going to move into Prasarita C. So we're going to do 2 Prasaritas, 2 variations. We're going to fold the strap into a quarter. And we're going to bring the hands together. Now, the feet are parallel. Open it, but not too much. Just make sure you have the legs wide open. And imagine you have 2 walls against the edges of your feet. You're going to grab the strap, and you're going to try to keep some space in your hands. You're going to roll the shoulder blades back. Lift up the torso, and as we're going to come all the way down, and we're going to bring the arms forward. This allows you more lengthening on the shoulders. Now the hands don't have to move all the way down to the floor. It's not about pushing it, it's just about creating a space on your shoulders. Now come up, and now we can move. You can repeat with the strap, or if you want to move to the other variation, you're going to move to full Prasarita C. That means that you're going to extend the arms to the sides, and you're going to take your hands behind, interlock the fingers, roll the shoulder blades, and we're going to show different variations from this side. Open up the chest, inhale, and as we exhale slowly, we're going to come down. And we're going to bring the arms forward as far as you can breathe without pushing too hard on your shoulder. Last breath. Inhale, come up. Open up your chest. Extend the arms, and exhale, step with the feet back together, back to Samasthiti. And now we're going to practice balance. Again, you're going to need the strap. So go ahead and look for the strap, and this time you're going to fold it in half. We're going to start working in Pitta Hasta Padangusthasana. Stay on your left foot, and just to practice, if you're new to the pose, just find some balance by grounding the left leg down into the floor. And then from the leg, connect the whole spine, the whole torso, open up the shoulders. And then think about how much stability it brings to concentrate the attention on the left foot. You can stay here, or you can put the strap around the ball of the right foot. Take the left hand. You can go on the hip. And inhale, you're going to take the leg up and hold it here. And again, the tendency is going to be for the shoulder, right shoulder to pull out. Bring the shoulder back to the socket. Gazing at a very steady point. You have to remain, the eyes, it's called drishti again, the attention in a very steady point. Keep lifting up the leg, elongating the spine. And as you exhale, release the toes. And let's do the second side. Same thing. Ground the right foot. Especially the tendency is going to be for the right foot, the internal edge of the right foot to open up. So try to ground the ball of the foot, and from there, with that intensity, keep the steady foundation on the right leg. Extend the spine, shoulder blades back, hold it here. Option to stay here, or the second option would be to put the strap around the ball of the foot and take your left leg up. If it's too much, you can start here and bring the shoulder back. If you extend the leg all the way up, go ahead and do this. And a smile on the pose. Keep breathing. Remember, we're holding the posture to practice with the breath. The moment you want to release the posture is the moment that the posture begins, especially this kind of posture. Okay, now release. And come with the leg down. Release the strap to the side. And we're going to slowly move all the way down to the floor. So come back into Samastiti here. Inhale, wave the arms up. Exhale, take the hands down into the floor. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, step with the feet back. Come into plank pose. One more chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Lifting the front of the body. Exhale, down dog. And now drop the knees down to the floor. And we're going to begin sitting positions. We're going to extend the legs up to the front. Ground the back of the legs down to the floor and walk the sit bones back. Today we're going to do, I'm going to do this angle and see if that helps understanding the pose a little bit better. So yesterday we did a strap, we're grabbing the big toes. Now we're going to walk the sit bones back. And if you feel comfortable, you're going to grab the edges of your feet. With your thumb, you're going to press under the big foot and stick the ball of the foot out. Now from here, elongate the spine and bring the knees down, extend and keep the legs active. And as we exhale, come all the way down. And hold it here. Breathing deeply, inhaling. And then exhale. Lengthening more and more the spine as you breathe, as you surrender and relax into the pose. Now inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, release the pose. Then after this, we're going to do Push-Uttanasana. We're not going to use props. We used blocks yesterday, so if you want to use blocks today, you can do so. Otherwise, we're going to move into the second variation. So bend the knees, get your hands behind. Remember, if you have shoulder or neck issues, you do bridge pose. You can refer to the video yesterday as to how to do that. Otherwise, press the feet, lift the hips up, and rest the head down. And keep pushing your feet down to the floor as you lift the hips. Then exhale, come all the way back down. and extend the legs. We're going to do, we've been working on hip openers. Now we're going to work on the internal rotation of the hip. Several variations. We're going to bend the right knee and sit on a block if you need to. If you feel more comfortable, you're going to bend the right knee, and hopefully you feel you're going to keep the knee in line with the hip, okay? And the heel in line with the sit bone. And we're going to come on a forward and slowly, slowly hold it here. Keep lengthening the spine. There's always the option to grab the feet, but as we are sitting on the block, I believe it's better to sit, to keep the fingertips grounded right next to the feet to keep lengthening the spine. Keep your head in line with the rest of the spine. Deep breathing, inhaling, and exhale. Now extend the spine. Come, walk the hands back up. And release the right leg. We're going to switch to the left leg. And we're going to do the same. Come all the way forward. Lengthening the spine, relaxing the head. Walking the hands if you need to create more extent. Now come back up, extend the spine, walk the fingertips back, and how about now if we try to come into this variation? Both knees are going to be in line, the sit bones are going to be right in line with the heels. Inhale, lift the arms up, interlock the fingers and take the palms up. Extending the front of the body, create a nice extension all the way up to the front. Try to bring the hands and arms in line with the shoulders and look up if you want. Then release the hands down. Now you can stay right here. Or if you want to move into full Virasana, go ahead and bring your sit bones down on the floor. This is not a variation for beginners. Some people might feel comfortable in this from the beginning, but it's not. If you're pushing on your knees, don't do this pose. Just for a moment, we're going to rest the hands on the knees, elongate the spine, and maybe bring the chin in. And breathe. Deep, soft breath. Okay, let's go ahead. Open the eyes and release the pose. Come up and then slowly extend the legs back to the front. And now we're going to work on the external rotation of the hip. We're going to begin our way into Baddha Konasana. The first variation will bring the feet together, but we want to try to create a space right between the heels and the inner groin. So we create a rhomboid right inside. Maybe you can use a block. I like to put my block right in front of the feet and drop my head there. Maybe you are gonna need to use the block toe. So whatever variation works for you, find what it feels comfortable, or even you don't need to use the block. We're just gonna hold it here. Hands on the sides and just dropping the head down and breathing deeply. Keep lengthening the spine, relaxing the head. And we're hold in this posture to allow the body to do what it needs to do, to surrender, to relax. Right now, I'm not holding any tension on my body. Then walk the hands back, coming up. And now we're going to move into full Baddha Konasana. We're going to bring the heels and line in the front of the inner groins. Okay. Try to bring it as close as we can. Interlock the fingers, open the inside of the front foot using your thumb. So you're creating like a lotus flower inside your feet. Lengthening the spine. Hinge at the hips. And keep gently pressing the elbows on the inner thighs. Keep lengthening the spine. Now ideally at some point for some, the chest is going to touch all the way to the feet. In my case, that's not the case. The idea here is best to stay lengthening the spine, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, keep the head in line with the spine, and keep pressing the elbows, the legs down. And use the breath to slowly come down, but without pushing too far. Breathe deeply, inhale. And exhaling. Take last breath here. And as we inhale, we're going to come back up. And we're going to extend the legs up to the front. And we're going to play with a different twist than yesterday. We're going to do Ardha Matsyendrasana. We're going to bring that right heel in line with the left sit bone. We're going to cross the left foot up over the right leg. And we're going to, first variation, hug the leg with the right hand and twist. If this feels comfortable and easy for you, maybe you can move to the second variation. So the right arm is going to be right in the edge of the left thigh and twist. Keep the spine as straight as possible. Keep grounding the tailbone down on the floor and twist from the base of the spine. Head back, looking back, and release. And let's move to the second side. Bend the left leg, and first variation, twist using hugging your leg, or bring the left arm right in front of the other thigh, and twist. Again, count like ground the sit bone down and lengthening the spine, and then look back. Look over your right shoulder. And now release. Come back to center. Extend the legs up to the front. We're going to keep the knees bent. We're going to grab the back of the legs. And slowly, vertebra by vertebra, we're going to move down to the floor. Once the whole spine is resting on the floor, we're going to hug the legs. Knees to the chest, hug your legs. And rock to the sides. The little nice massage to the spine. Now come to center, release the feet down to the floor. We're going to do Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, which goes. So try to walk the fingertips towards the heels. That way you're moving the shoulders away from the ears. Try to walk the heels towards the sit bones. Press the feet down to the floor and come out. And this time, let's try to interlock the fingers and push your feet on the floor as you lift the hips up. Try to bring the chest towards your chin. Keep pushing up without opening the knees. You want to keep the knees in line with the heels. Keep pressing and lifting. Lifting all the way up. One last breath. Exhale, slowly come back down and rest in here for a moment. We're gonna repeat a second variation. So this time we're gonna bend the elbows, pick the hands up, and inhale, press the feet into the floor and come up with the hands on your lower back. So you can bring the elbows in and keep lifting the hips up. Maybe walk the heels towards your elbows and keep lifting up. Use the strength of your hamstrings. Use the strength of your breath. Take one last breath. And then exhale. Move the hips back down. Release the pose. And to close again, we're going to do one inversion. You're going to again need a block. Put the block under the sacrum. Take the arms to the sides and take the legs out. Close your eyes if you want to. Hold the posture for the next minute. Okay, slowly go ahead and bend the knee. Take the feet down to the floor. Press the feet down to the floor and inhale, lift the hips up. Remove the block. Put the block on the side, rest the sacrum down. And then bring the knees once again up to the chest. Hug your legs. And again, rock to the sides. Massage your back. Then come to center and slowly drop the legs down. We're going to move into Shavasana, so separate the legs so the skin is not touching. Walk the shoulders away from the ears and take the arms to the sides. Close your eyes. And for the next 10 to 15 minutes, enjoy all the benefits of the practice you just done. Enjoy Shavasana. So every time we do our Bodhi sessions in here, we do one practice day by day, a postural yoga. But other than that, we also go touching upon any subject, yoga philosophy related. Then we bring it into like more like common words so that it can be applicable in the way that we're living our lives. One of the things I've been thinking now, we're in the time of coronavirus, and I think there's so much uncertainty that creates a lot of fear. The truth is, doesn't matter how much we talk about it, we don't know how long it's going to last, how long this is going to take, what is going to happen, what is going to be the outcome, is it going to be positive, negative, is this the end? You know. So those questions I think are around in the heads of everyone, or if not almost everyone. One of the things I was reading yesterday that it touched me deeply, and that's why I always try to come back to the text that I read in yoga or yoga related. It's about our attention. Where is our attention? How we drive our attention into this here, into this moment, into this place. And where are we focusing the attention? And is the attention we're putting on something making us feel better or making us suffer and the people around us? So this is very weird, but I was reading a text about Swami Satchitananda, and among that he was saying that he used to cure scorpion bites. What he used to do to the patients is that he would put salt water in the eyes, and I was like, oh my god, that has nothing to do with curing the pain that it causes, because I've been bitten by a scorpion and I know how painful it is. And he said he does that to distract, that has nothing to do with the bite, but actually to distract the attention of the person into a different kind of pain. And then all of a sudden, people will forget that they were having the biggest pain of their lives. I love that. I heard that before. One time, I remember that I had a very big, severe injury on my right knee. So every single day when I would start my practice, all I thought was about my knee. How painful it was going to be, when I was going to hurt my knee, when my knee was going to be healed, and my practice was going on around it. Until one day I was reading a text, and it was talking about yoga and injuries and how we place all the attention in what's going wrong in our bodies instead of what is what's going right. The next day I went and I said, I'm not going to focus my attention. I know there's pain there. Right now I know there's uncertainty and fear in our lives. And back there was pain in my injury, in my knee. So my attention, and our attention tends to be more in the negative things going on in our lives than in the positive. The next day I went back and I did my practice. And this time I decided not to focus all my attention on the knee. I promise you I'm not lying, my knee didn't hurt. I was fine and I had a wonderful practice because my attention was not there. I'm saying all this because sometimes where we focus the attention is where the energy is going to go. And in these times of uncertainty, sometimes we need for the attention to be some other places. So what is good in our lives right now? What is working? What is making us happy? We know and we acknowledge and we should honor that there's fear, there's uncertainty, there's many things we all don't know. But what is right and nice and beautiful in our lives right in the present moment? That's one of the things that yoga helps us with through the day. Where is our attention? So let's try to take that as a homework. Where is our attention? And how we got the attention into how we're investing our energy into that things that we're putting attention on. And is this attention helping us to evolve mentally, physically, spiritually? Let's try to really be really careful and use discernment as to where we want to put the full attention. Namaste, everyone.